So far Karnataka SIR has not started, only preparatory exercise is going on. So my mapping percentage is 84.13%. Bangalore urban has done 73.5% mapping, more than out of 224 assembly constituencies. 92 assembly constituencies have achieved more than 90% mapping. ECI net is already, it's a very popular application now. I request all the voters kindly download ECI net, see what are the features ECI is giving to voters.
Today we have with us Mr. Anbukumar, the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka. Mr. Anbukumar is going to take us through the ongoing voter mapping exercise, which is a precursor to the upcoming special intensive revision.
Namaste, madam.
Welcome, sir. Karnataka might soon undergo the special intensive revision. What exactly is SIR and how is it different from special summary revision?
Okay. Yes. So every year we used to do special summary revision. Date on a particular date. For example, January 1, 2020, January 1, 2021, January 1, 2022, we keep a particular date and from that we do special summary revision. In special summary revision, we will not review each and every voter. Whoever may want to add or whoever may want to shift, whoever wants to delete, that much only will be done. But we will not review entire voter list. On the other way around, we have special intensive revision, which will be done periodically. In the sense, whenever Election Commission of India decides to have this special intensive revision, it will be conducted. For example, in India, this is the 9th time we are going for special intensive revision. Previously also very many times SIR have happened. Yeah. So, in special intensive revision, we will review each and every voter, we will verify each and every voter. So that's the thing. So we have two types of revision. One is special summary revision, which will happen every year, and other one is special intensive revision, which will happen whenever the ECI decides.
So how is the Election Commission preparing for this?
There are two things. One, preparation for SIR. The other one is once SIR is notified, how are we going to excise it? Yeah. So preparation for SIR means we have to take the electoral roll of the last SIR happened and the present electoral roll which is available with us, and we have to map both the things. For example, last SIR happened in Karnataka is 2002. 3.5 crore voters were there approximately in 2002 electoral roll when SIR happened last. In the present electoral roll, which is available from 2025, we have around approximately 5.56 crores. So there are huge difference. So first we take the list of 2002, what is 2002, and we'll compare with the 2025, and we'll try to map how many are continuing in 2002 or 2025. And second thing, people who have enrolled in the electoral roll after 2002, they are relation to which voter? Or where were they during this time? Yeah. That's what we call it as mapping. Yeah. So, for example, my name, I was there in 2002 and my name is there in 2025 also. So, I am continuing. Yeah. But if you take my son's name, he was not there in 2002 roll, but his name is there in 2025 roll. So, the mapping process is aiming at who is related to whom. For example, my name is there in 2025, so it's self-mapped, no problem. And my son will be mapped on my name. That's all. Yeah. So that the BLO knows whose son or daughter is who and where were they in 2002 SIR. Yeah. The name may be anywhere in India. Need not be only from Karnataka. For example, my name was in Tamil Nadu in 2002. Okay. So that's how the mapping process is done. It is just to identify the voter where they were in 2002 and the voter who was subsequently added, they are related to whom. That's all. So it makes the verification process easy. Okay. Because the onus of verifying is on us now.
On the BLO.
On the BLO.
Yeah. Yes. So how will the BLO approach the voter? Like, is there a certain process that is in place?
Yes. So, for special intensive revision, we have prepared these type of booklets. Yeah. We have 59,050 BLOs in Karnataka. Yeah. So, all the BLOs are trained as of now what SIR means and what is 2002 roll, what is 2025 roll, and both hard copies are given to them, and BLOs have got an app, special app, specific app. for them. So they can log into the app, they will get the details of the voters, and they can map it from the system only. So they are not going to do anything manually. It will be mapped in the app itself. And BLOs, if they know the voter, they can do it on their own. If they don't know, they can go and approach the voter and get the information. They can do it. It's an administrative exercise.
Okay.
Normally, they are not going to give any forms or some thing now to the voter and get the information as of now. They may ask where in 2002, and they can scroll up in scroll down in the app. So wherever their voter, anywhere, any part of India, it can be seen from the this thing. So it can be mapped across the states or across the assembly constituency, across the polling station, or intra polling station also it can be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you verify if your name has been mapped, and assuming that your name is in the 2025 voter list?
Okay. As of now, we are not asking any voter to verify on their own. It is the job of the BLO. So the BLO will approach. If he doesn't have the information, he will approach. If he has got the information already, if the BLOs knows, for example, in some places, the BLOs continue for more than 10 years. So he may be completely well versed with the entire voters. So that he may not approach also. He would have been definitely marked on his own also. In urban areas or new settlement places and all, sometimes BLO could approach and they may ask for some details. Purely it's a BLO's job. He will do that. He is being trained very clearly. And if you take Karnataka as a whole, madam, we have around 5 crore 56 lakhs 13,645 voters in Karnataka as on today. Out of that, 4 crore 67 lakhs 88,181 people, voters are already mapped. So my mapping percentage is 84.13%. If you could take the percentage about the districts and all, for example, Kodagu district has done 93.76% mapping, Mandya district has done 93.66% mapping, Bidar district has done 94.58% mapping, Kolar district has done 89% mapping. If you could take the same way, Bangalore urban has done 73.5% mapping, BBMP North has done 66.97% mapping, like that. So the overall mapping percentage of Karnataka is 84.13% as on yesterday. It's a report of today. So as on yesterday, it's 84.13%. So the remaining 15% this thing will be covered in the upcoming days. And mapping will be going on even after declaration of or notification of SIR. So far, Karnataka SIR has not started. Only preparatory exercise is going on. Even after notification, mapping will go on. So till 2 days before draft roll, the mapping will go on. So people don't need to worry. Voters who have not yet mapped, they don't need to worry. BLO will come and ask you some information. Whatever information we have, kindly share. So the mapping will be done. Even during the course of SIR also, after notification also. So no problem.
There is concern because, once the SIR is notified, there will be a freeze on, adding or deleting the names from the voters list. So when if somebody is not mapped, when should they actually approach the BLO to get included in the electoral roll?
Okay. It's a very nice question. SIR and SSR has one basic difference. In special summary revision, the electoral roll will not be frozen. The electoral will continue. It's on continuous updation. During SIR period, we will freeze the electoral for the particular time. That's why the separate notification will be issued. The electoral will get freeze. It means you cannot add or delete or add any changes during that particular period, that 60 days or whatever time period mentioned during the notification, which will be coming in the notification itself. That time the electoral will be frozen. So till the time, even now, the updation is going on. It's on continuous updation. So whichever voter name is there as on the day of notification, all the voters will be given enumeration forms. Whether they are mapped or not, they will get the enumeration forms. So mapping is a BLO's issue. Mapping will be done by the BLO. Like past, we have done 84%. I think we have not created any inconvenience to any voter, even the places where we have covered 98, 97% and all. There are some talukas who have covered, there are some assembly constituency who have covered more than 98% also. For example, if I could name, in Vijayanagara district, Vijayanagara constituency, 99.03% mapping. In Dharwad, Navalgund constituency, 98.54% mapping. Dharwad, Kalagatti constituency, 97.81% mapping. So that we have people who have achieved more than 98%. If you could see the progress of Karnataka, more than out of 224 assembly constituencies, 92 assembly constituencies have achieved more than 90% mapping. And entire of 224 assembly constituency, 178 constituencies have achieved more than 80% mapping. So the remaining people also will definitely achieve. It's an ongoing process. We are taking all the measures, and BLOs are advised to continue mapping, and district electoral officers and other EROs are they are monitoring. So the mapping progress
And
will
what
be
about
achieved.
what about Bangalore city? You know, we see the mapping is actually not very encouraging. So what has been the issue, or what are the reasons for that?
In Bangalore, the mapping is going on very well.
Yeah.
We have covered 69% as of now. It's a very huge population. We have more than 1 crore and 3 lakh voters here in Bangalore city. Because of certain reasons, it got little slowed down, but it's going on a wonderful phase. Sure, I'm sure Bangalore also will achieve more than 96-97% mapping. Definitely will achieve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because many of the people that we have spoken to, they said nobody has approached us, so we don't know if we are mapped. So what would you like to tell them?
I could assure you, definitely the BL will come. If at all in some places the BLOs are not reaching you, they will definitely reach you. And we have already reached the 70%. For example, Anekal achieved more than 79% mapping, and Yalanka achieved 74% mapping. So remaining some places we may need to cover, that we are working on. Actually, we are reviewing polling station wise, every polling station we are reviewing. In some places we would not have a little delayed also. Sure, we will take action, in the sense we will advise all the concerned to continue complete mapping, to bring the mapping into saturation as soon as possible.
Yeah. Some rights groups feel that the ongoing mapping exercise is being done without a written protocol or any public notice. So awareness is not there, and people don't know the procedure or what's happening right now.
Actually, we are simply identifying the voter as of now. So we don't give any forms now. Once the SIR notification is issued, once the SIR process starts, we will print enumeration forms to all the voters whose name is there on that particular day, to all the voters. We will give enumeration forms. That time a form will be delivered to the voter. We will not giving any forms now to the voter. So people should not mistake that SIR has started. SIR has not started. The moment SIR starts, we will deliver enumeration forms to each and every voter through the BLO. So BLO will come to your doorstep and deliver the forms, and they will get your signature, and then the process. During SIR time, we will explain very clearly how the process goes, and what type of form will be, and what type of signature, in the sense what type of the conditions will be there in the form. Everything will be very clearly explained to people. Our aim is to ensure people are having very little inconvenience in the entire process. We don't want to create any inconvenience. For example, we have achieved around 85% progress in mapping. Many people will not even know that it's been achieved. So we try to achieve it without causing any inconvenience to people. That's what our aim is. I am very sure we will definitely conduct SIR with taking all the suggestions from the people, and we are waiting for the notification from the ECI. Once it comes, sure, we will explain once again in detail without having any doubts in the minds of people. Yes.
So after all this assurance, if somebody wants to check if they've been mapped, is there a particular app or a portal where they can go and check if they've been included in the voter list?
ECI Net is already, it's a very popular application now. I request all the voters kindly download ECI Net, see what are the features ECI has been giving to voters. So in that, the moment you enter your EPIC number, you can find out which polling station you belong to. And who is the BLO also you can get. You can call the BLO if you want to. Otherwise, it's the job of the BLO to do the mapping. So we don't expect any voter to have any inconvenience. But if you want to discuss with your BLO, if you want to know whether your name is mapped or not, you can definitely call your BLO. As of now, more than 50,000 calls have been made to BLOs in Karnataka, and we have already answered 44,000 plus calls to the people. So we appreciate. I request all the voters kindly download the app. It will definitely help you. Otherwise, the onus of doing mapping is on the BLO. So the voter don't need to take any worry. The moment BLO comes, you can just answer where your name was in 2002 or where your father's or grandfather's name was in 2002. That's all. That's the only information we need, just to identify. That's all.
So how long will this mapping exercise continue? And once the SIR is announced, like what are the processes that will begin immediately?
Mapping will continue 2 days before the draft roll getting published after the notification of SAR. So far the SAR is not notified, so mapping will continue.
Okay.
Once SAR is notified, we will definitely have a press conference. I will let you know till what time, the duration of these things we will let you know. But on the other hand, SAR normally has the process of notification. Once notification comes, we will give enumeration forms to the voters. All voters whose name is there on that day of the roll will be getting 2 sets of enumeration forms. And they are expected to sign one form and give it to the BLO, and they can retain one form as evidence that their name is there. So that's the only thing we expect as of now. And all the other procedures we will explain once the notification is being done.
Okay.
Yes.
So he'll still have an acknowledgement.
Yeah, he can have one form as acknowledgement that he has given the form to us, and one form will be with the BLO. And the BLO will scan the form, it will be uploaded in the app, we will have document that the form is given. So one day, whoever signs the form and gives, the name will be in the draft roll. And after the claims and objections period, if there is no claims and objections, then it will be in the final roll. All these procedure we will explain during SAR once notification is done. Because people may not think SAR is already notified. That's why some people may. That's why.
Because there are also many people who might be having their entries or their names in 2 voter lists. Maybe one in the hometown and their place of work. So what do you have to tell them? Like assure them that this process is going to be clean or very easy. Where you need to retain one. That's what you're explaining.
The aim of SAR majorly is to identify absentee voters, to identify shifted voters, to identify duplicate voters, and to identify dead voters. These are the major anomalies or objections people have over the voter list. So the SAR process will clean all these things, and we will have a pure roll which will have only eligible voters in the list. So we are aiming at absentee voters, shifted voters, dead voters, and duplicate voters. So for example, if there is a probability somebody is having names in 2 places, he will get forms in 2 places. It is for him to retain only one. So every voter should have voted only one place. So they can't sign 2. So we will explain all this process during once SAR is notified. Explaining all those things maybe create some doubts in the minds of people. Once SAR comes, everything will come in the notification. We will issue clear notification. It will be in social media. We will come, call a press meet. We will explain everybody. But as of now, it's only preparatory exercise. It is an administrative exercise. It will be done by the BLO. In the preparatory exercise, we achieved 84% progress as of now. The remaining 15% of progress also will definitely be achieved. That's why I cited the example of some assembly constituency achieving 98% progress also. So all the city corporation also can achieve. So I request the cooperation of my team also, which they have been beautifully delivering. It will be achieved. Our aim is to ensure that no inconvenience is caused to the eligible voter. That's all.
So what's the message you would like to give the voter, now that the mapping exercise is there and you're preparing for SIR whenever it's notified? So any message that you
Karnataka
like
is prepared for SIR because of preparatory exercise we have achieved more than 85% and our entire team is trained and geared up. And we will definitely have voter assistance booths also. So if at all any voter have any doubt, they want to have some assistance, they can definitely approach. All these things will explain during that time. And I request all the voters kindly download ECI net. So the app will definitely help you to understand more these things. Beyond that, I am very sure our aim is to ensure people are not inconvenienced. So that is the thing we are trying our best. So sure, I will get the support of our voters also, and the entire administrative setup is geared up to do that. But once the notification comes, sure we will explain in greater detail about the process. But as of now, we are waiting for the notification. Only the ECI decides when it can happen.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I think you have addressed most of the concerns. So we'll be meeting again, hopefully, once the SIR is notified.
Yes. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.